Hi everyone, it's Madison. I'm going to be teaching you how to make shaving cream rain clouds today. I was a tutor at North Street in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I live in Honeoye Falls, and a fun fact about myself is that I have traveled to 10 different countries. To do this experiment, you are going to need a large glass cup or dish, shaving cream, food coloring, you're going to need at least 2 different colors, in cups or bowls to mix food coloring in. I used a tablespoon and filled up each glass with 2 tablespoons of water each. To do the experiment, you only need 2 different colors of food coloring. I happen to have 4 different colors, so I decided to use all 4. Since I have 4, I have 4 glasses set up, and I am filling each with 2 tablespoons of water. Our glasses at home are all probably different shapes and sizes, so it will probably look different for you, but this is how full each of my glasses were. I am now taking my food coloring. Each cup is going to be a different color. So take your food coloring and put 10 drops of that color in the water. You will continue this step and fill each glass with 10 drops of food coloring for each color that you're using. Once 10 drops of food coloring are placed in each cup, you want to take a spoon and stir the food coloring and water together. Make sure to use different spoons for each cup so you don't mix the colors. I have orange, blue, pink, and purple. We do not need the food coloring right away, so I'm moving it over to the side so I don't spill it. Take your glass cup or bowl and you are going to fill it with water 3/4 of the way full. Now take your shaving cream and you are going to spray it on the top of the water so that the entire top is covered and you can have a little bit of a mountain of the shaving cream. I didn't like the first glass container I was using, so I decided to change it. You will now take your food coloring and carefully and slowly pour small amounts of the dye on top of your shaving cream. Repeat this for each color that you are using. You can see that the food coloring is beginning to travel down to the bottom of the glass. This experiment mimics rain falling from clouds. Rain is actually part of a bigger part of the weather called precipitation, which means any form of water that falls to the earth like rain, snow, drizzle, hail, and sleet. Water is always moving. Rain that's fallen where you live may have been water in the ocean a couple days before. Water can be in the atmosphere, on land, in oceans, and even underground. It gets used over and over again through what is called the water cycle. In this cycle, water changes from liquid, solid, and gas, which is called water vapor. Water vapor then gets into the atmosphere through the process called evaporation. This then turns the water that is at the top of oceans, rivers, and lakes into water vapor in the atmosphere, using energy from the sun. The water vapor rises in the atmosphere there and cools down to form tiny water droplets through what is called condensation. These water droplets were shown in our experiment with the food dye. These tiny droplets turn into clouds, and they begin to get bigger and heavier, and then they will fall to the ground as rain, or maybe snow or hail due to the force of gravity. We saw our clouds get heavy from the food coloring, which made the clouds rain, represented by the food coloring falling to the bottom of the glass.